OKFM 101.7.
Onimonyamwa Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, MP for Northton, was a former Deputy Education Minister. Honorable, Memoachano Bay.
Oh, many are major so. Viviaco.
Boko now, swear.
Nyamiadum.
The two can I check papa.
I'm constituency, Juma.
Even the crack. Adam Mesondaye. Now, in the future to come, no. Now, a Kofu Gina was His Excellency Nebano, Dianimo. His Excellency Nebano. Now, the convoy neighbor from too many are now we. And there's a Grammy fraud that changing Honorable Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa.
Oh, my name's what joining Prophet Otu Bampane, Prophet Nigel, and others. Why,
now, why a former education minister, Maminfa and few so. Now, no, may the suggestion be to just say,
yeah,
it seems we are overwhelmed when it comes to financing the free senior high. Nanka ebra so se bi anka oman nyina yenye political. Enka yensi nkonya ne yenwen ho the funding of the free senior high. Na se enipa bi wo kra ye be ma wo exemption se be yi wo ma free mu a ye hunu nanka ye yi wo ma free mu. Isa so obi wo a obetimi atua. Se enrollment kosoro ena niam awodo bi a se ye de mankwala no no awofo no bi betumi afford ni nyina nanka relieve ena besama nsue bi kura se enka yenhwe se bia akola no akola wakọ Ghana International School wakọ Akosomo International wono no tese na kwan bi so na awofo betumi atua se kenye data on nkwala eba no so wo fill form na yehia data bi o betumi determine say akwala we brilliant but needy anase onye brilliant kra na ba bi o free ba no ese state no e fa ne ho kanyina so that ye ho betumi ahaye enye sika akwakoye mpodudwuma awdo na meni ayi Angel Kabonu Nagrat wo president ni twetwe nkomo e ma no so share the same view wadawroma ba bi ayakwakoduro yi se bibi se ba e be welcoming news to you anase uwo bibia obeka
yo medasedi kan ma men chat for na menda okayfm for us more from me. I'm say issue now we're raising now. It's a very, very important one. But first of all, no, a big here say you be TBB a free a buying home because we say it appears free SHS overwhelming. Maybe say what is your source? Because when you're finance minister, when you're education minister. Into buying a castle more overwhelmed because Omuna manage your taxes, manage national resources.
Okay,
and now say only more akasa independent investigation.
Where dear, my see.
Yeah.
No. Who say kwala call first year no. One call an anchebusumi bi. Any castle omumra. And now, one more call you no near ma, one more from train on Batron as be fee. And now, in view of the COVID year, about year bear 10 months. What I am coscu nature said, near maybe why as one musunya akikum. Let me teach you munuano, nature say a year sikasam kakra. Mini nipa bia one plead anonymity. Actually, come a headmaster sinone. One more manage schools, public schools, no senior high schools, no. Almost just say, a more dini. His son said, a biane way, no. This a buffer stock and a debra one. So said before will be a gira mainly by bro, a boo, but yen told they give be a buffer stock for 12 near their bank crime. Near signed their bar. Everything is nationally centered here. Into a new about a fee, one would in Komoko can't say. Obi owa ade e broni e de bebre no but ohia oil It is offer another secondary school. Because it says, we need the locals to buy. So, this is a buffer stock. Now, I'm not going to patch me and go. It is also here, Brania butter system. And you might be and coy. So, it's in a media. Per the métier makohunu ma hwemu me giri sesenka ye tena sesa wo man na ya dwendwe ho sabe because nkwala na de sua no to be frank with you enkoyi
yo am as I said me bawa baso o ya we juma ye pa as a journalist o ya wa independent investigations and verifications of such an important national policy, a friend of free SHS. And I'm suggestions now, Nekwan, no. Ubekaya during the 2020 campaign, that was the position your party, your take here, your flag bearer, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Okase, Oba, in Temarano. Obefre stakeholders conference, CHAS for, NAT for, NAGRAT for, CCT for, GES, educationists, all the experts in the entire sector, CSOs, in Central for people like you who are researching into the matter. Now, all the political parties. Now, share PTAs for all the stakeholders. Now, share the state of second cycle education and the future we want in terms of relevant, quality, accessible, affordable education. Now, charting a path forward. I think that it's a similar suggestion. It's a welcome suggestion. It's a suggestion that should be taken on board by those who are in authority. Now, the Mercadia software says, Usha time a year rolling out free SHS now. We in the NDC, they have served at the Ministry of Education before. And I knew, looking at the data, looking at the resources available, looking at the state of facilities, no. Naminim say, so you see, you're free SHS, you're implementing free SHS at a Goa at the Assembly. Indiana, progressively free SHS, which the Constitution of Ghana proposes. OSHA, your 1992 Constitution now. It proposes progressively free education because OSHA, the number of secondary schools in Ghana, the number of dormitories, classroom blocks are science labs, computer labs, and all of those facilities are here together with teachers, trained teachers, professional teachers. OSHA, the numbers, that's OSHA, how an instantly free policy will impact on that now. The only, if you like, pragmatic way forward, was the progressively free. Until we identify or more the poorest of the poor. Now, or more. The scholarship scheme for the poorest of the poor. Free and all of that. Now, now they cut taxes. Now they see now you see the community day schools and expansion projects, dormitories, classrooms. But that policy, progressively free, it appears the NPP on the other side they took a different view. Almost say they do not support this almost per se on the instant free SHS. And along the line, they were hit with the reality. And I'm introducing double track. Double track, say no crano, a 10 triple track and a quadruple track. It's very clear. The lack of facilities, lack of preparedness, and none are created because Osha NPP manifesto from 2008, 2012, 2016. President Akufo-Addo on Ankasa time all marketing free SHS no. One kada say or implementing free SHS or the double track back home. One kada. Double track no. It came as a knee-jerk reaction when they were hit with the reality. When it became clear, sir, Ghana, you need a number of secondary schools. You need adequate number of dormitories, of classroom blocks. Who can you say the response? And he said, oh, na when our person or tinafie, Emma Obiako and Sana, your basic schools, the basic dormitories, and Sana Mwaba. There be, you can't say Obintinafie. Indiana, even right at the basic level, no, your FQ, it's a free compulsory universal basic education, Obiambra. And then at the second cycle level, no, what you have is progressively free. Into consciously, over to me, I'm mopping up. Or more money obia or money sikano. You can mop them up under the scholarship program, no? Yeah. And then you gradually work towards be totally free. And I think, sir, they say no. Yeah, to me, I implemented both policies. Yeah, implementing progressively free, and MPP so I implemented free SHS with double track. And we now have the benefit of comparing the two policies. It's a proposal now. The union leaders, Kabono of Nagra or Moidia Tumno. It is in order, armed with the benefit of progressively free. You let us say, sir, for argument's sake, sir. Na omuya opposed to progressively free. No, na omu means sir. This will be the challenges associated to free SHS. At the double track, baba, at the all of these school closures, baba, and all of that, And to say the ripple effect, and it's all other sectors of the education subsector have been virtually affected. OSHA colleges of education say almost say they may be forced to close down because they are not getting their feeding grant. OSHA ongoing projects now are cost at the tertiary level, including the colleges of education, universities, technical universities, all those hostel projects, the hall projects, lecture theater projects, they've all been suspended. And it's clear, sir, free SHS has had quite a negative impact so far as other, sectors are concerned. And it is important, sir, to say, with the benefit of both, you're implementing both programs, assessment. And I agree with you. And we were making these arguments at the beginning, sir. Sir, who was what to me call GIS, to make call Kosovo International, what call Morning Star Association International, Miami Alma Mater, and all the other, schools that are that the fees are quite hefty, Ebanisena Ube do second cycle, suddenly Unisika, and government must take care of everything. Into data we have the data that can help us do needs assessment. You dear your friend needs assessment. Into your per or more collaborators, MPs and ministers and or more call all these rather elite, junior high schools, primary schools, data and we can use that to identify how many thousands of students can be taken off to free resources. Because double track, it's clear that affected, the quality, even the presence of mind for the students, the teachers, almost psychology, to be able to follow a stable educational environment. It's affecting all of that. And I agree with you, sir. The time has come for a certain national discourse. But I'm sure the multi-million-dollar question is government definitely. So wouldn't they see it as honorable? And I told you so moment. They may not be comfortable with the idea. But I think in the national interest, no, and yet Diana, you can have great intentions. You wish well for the country, but by implementation, na never be atosing policy no and as you expect. There is nothing wrong carrying out a review. We better not say after stakeholders na munina yan kabom na yan share center. And recently I saw the minister met with all the former ministers. That was a very good meeting. It's a good start. As I say, your former minister Nabasu for that initiative. It was good. In that same spirit, your best friend a national dialogue to review 3 SHS and a double track so far now. I would not oppose it. I'm sure it would be beneficial to our country.
Now, Mammy Musamede proposal be so to be a debiness and Penisha, and be a woman friend what they to say, but what me ban say, send ye be a 1%. E bia for sanitation tax said ye bia e ba budget e twam ye yentimi nya bibi se okay ye the levy bi to e bia niam ye to so VAT bi ye de ka VAT no na no de ostensibly towards the funding of that free senior high school enye yi.
My view and say about taxes and levies as I say ye review. And that review, no.
Okay.
Taxes need be what, levies need be what. Me not sure said there is justification. And you bet to me, be a free ho. Na ye free ho because my view say Ghana we are too overburdened. It's just a few people who share, just a few people in the formal sector who. The state continues burden with all these taxes. Even before I was born, Ghana, as I say, you're broadening the tax base. You're broadening the tax base. Let's let the tax net capture a lot more people. That hard work, we have not been able to do it to achieve that substantive broadening of the tax base. It is just a few people. Until Ufa pay slips here, you have so many taxes. So many taxes as a formal worker, but the others who are in the informal sector, who are in the vast majority. About the issue of taxes and levies, I am very, very careful because as it is now, is because of new taxes are introducing and VAT are increasing, and they are all regressive taxes. I will say, sir, additional tax here. Answer na you bet. We'll talk about a free SHS tax. No, review of all the existing taxes. Taxes need be they are too regressive. They are nuisance. Let's remove them. Taxes need be chrono where for just a momentary period. Those periods have long past, but we are still keeping them on the books, and we are not even accounting for their use. They say ESLA as an example. And we need a lot of work to be done in terms of reviewing the current tax regime.
Okay.
My view is that a few people are overburdened. As I say, you carry out a thorough review of the current tax regime. Now, taxes need be which are too regressive. No, young free ho. Now you broaden the tax base. You also share the tax burden. It will reduce the burden, and then we'll even rake in more revenue. And we need to also look at the issue of waste. There is still a lot of waste, a lot of corruption. Affecting national revenue generation. We need to confront that boldly. Say yes, sir. Then we come to look at the free SHS policy itself. Why na Sumayen say Obia or any millions of CDs as a very rich contractor no on cars on mint bus school fees at the second cycle level. Since now you see is that a very responsible thing to do? Whilst we could have done a needs assessment or more to me afford, they can even be encouraged to pay slightly more. I mean, we even have a situation since free SHS buy PTA contributions now air cost to that was also undermined. Parents are almost saying, yo, you PTA contribution, you support it. And they have been doing it. Old boys, old girls, a lot of our grade A secondary schools, and Kenya, the vibrancy of the old school movement, you will not see them have the kind of facilities that they have today. And then they would not have been able to achieve it without the old school. All of these things was undermined. Everybody stay back. No PTA collections and all of that. We need to review all of these things and see where we can make savings, where we can, as it were, be more responsible, more responsive. And Sana, we move to the idea of taxes because COVID where I buy. If I tell you even how many friends I have who have lost their jobs, we've laid them off because businesses have had to downsize. Some have had to shut down totally. And if you talk about additional tax at this time in this post-COVID economy, and it's not even post yet because COVID is still ravaging. I am not comfortable with the idea of additional taxes. I think and if we do these things right, open up the tax base, review the existing tax regime and remove nuisance ones, and go back into the free SHS policy. To me, we allow them to pay PTA, old boys, some person who contribute, we allow them, old girls, we allow them. One we may not even need to be having any discussion about additional taxes. And I think first things first, and then we move the idea of new taxes.
Yamra and Comofo so and da mefre wo mami ahwe eyini so de basic level no infrastructure nye enkonya ni ho chese foundation nye enti no so say ayem bibia me problem kese pa akonya ni ho ba bia teacher betra nye dan na wo mutim no so hu bia wo be ho enkwara da form na actual exam di wo de another topic for another day. Upejaba se ebo anu obi yew froko no wo adai e fa ho bai nam se so ko akura school aka be trust e fa nyina ho na
OKFM 101.7